dividend digester. Save some of his paycheck just like all his ancestors. Him looking for high yields? That's never the case. He's seeking 6% returns. Slow and steady wins the race. We pay our debts in our currency that might be unfurled if it's no longer the reserve currency of the world. Confidence in the dollar is permanent. Just ask any scholar. People are exchanging their dollars for dog money. Dog money? Dog money. Dog money. We trading it in for dog money. Dog money. Dog money. Dog money. Dog money. I'm putting it all in dog money.
Yes, indeed, some people are putting all of their money into dog money. Welcome to Satoshi's Bitcoin Chart Show. This is the Bitcoin forecast, the strength of the system, the health of the network, where we find out what's up with what is going down. Today's date is Tuesday, the 31st of August, 2021. Let's be gone and jump straight into these figures. Rock and roll. So starting from left to right, we've got Corecoin BTC SegWit protocol, centrally owned, planned and controlled by Blockstream ever since they implemented SegWit on the 24th of August 2017, bringing it under their centralized control. Then we've got a Bcrash, centrally owned, planned and controlled by Roger Ver and his crony mates. Then we've got the original protocol starting right back at the Genesis block, remaining unchanged, which is BSV, making it the real Bitcoin, the true Bitcoin, the genuine Bitcoin, and the world's first and only ever digital commodity, backed by the value of data sovereignty, making it the most valuable commodity on earth. Yes, indeed. And then we've got Fisher Price Cash on the end. So let's have a look at the rundown of these figures on Coolcoin. So we've got hash rate 97.9%, network nodes 92.2, transactions 13.9, and block size 1.98. Dear oh dear, what a joke. So when you consider that BTC actually started out as a peer-to-peer electronic cash system, we'll have to find out what went wrong. So we'll just ask our favourite douchebag of Bitcoin, Peter McCormack, to find out if he can explain exactly what we're looking at here. Take the floor, Peter McCormack.
Bitcoin is so different now from when Satoshi was here. It's a completely different project. It doesn't matter who Satoshi is anymore. Even if Satoshi came back, I don't think he would just be immediately welcomed as having this God-given right to decide what happens with Bitcoin. I think he would have to earn his right back into the project. Bitcoin is built based on consensus now.
Is it now, Pete? For some reason, I don't believe you. So let's have a word with Roger Ver. So Roger, tell us what can we expect from your centralized project?
And we're going to really spread Bitcoin Crash across the entire country here in Antigua.
Yeah, good luck with it, mate. And what do you say to all those global corporations that do billions, if not trillions of dollars of global trade on an annual basis that say they need a regulatory compliant monetary system in order to do so?
The ones that say that the blockchains all need to be legally compliant about everything all the time. Just go use your Visa card.
Yeah, because that's going to work. And let's have a look at Bitcoin, the original protocol, making it the real Bitcoin, the true Bitcoin, the genuine Bitcoin. We've got hash rate 0.2%. Network nodes 1.5, transactions 80%. This is global transactions on the entire network, 80% on the Bitcoin chain, and 97% of data flowing through the chain. Absolutely amazing. So we'll just have a quick word with Craig-Yoshi Nakamoto, the creator of Bitcoin, to find out what he wants from Bitcoin. So Craig, tell us, what do you want from Bitcoin?
I want Bitcoin not to go up to 10,000 or 100,000. I want it to be worth millions per Bitcoin. That's it. And that's what we spend money for. Very simple.
Loving that. Well, let me help out and I'll stick my foot right in. So 80% of the transactions, 97% of the data flowing through the chain just being processed by 0.2% of the hash rate. This demonstrates what an amazing, what an efficient system Bitcoin really is. So let's have a look at these blocks and data flowing through the chain. But before we do that, we'll have a quick chat with our main man, Michael Saylor, because he never fails to put me up in the morning. Michael, welcome to the show. What do you say to people like Peter McCormack who think that Bitcoin should be changed and tampered with and just messed around with?
I like Bitcoin the way it is.
Oh, so do we, Michael. So do we. But we really like it. How do you compete with that?
In fact, I love Bitcoin the way it is.
All right, mate, calm down, calm down. Well, you can't just leave it there. You're going to have to explain yourself. Tell us, what is it about Bitcoin that you love so much?
The way it's currently constructed, it is possible to put all $250 trillion of monetary energy.
Whoa, $250 trillion of monetary energy. Where's that going to go?
In big blocks of encrypted energy on the blockchain.
Whew, they do sound like big blocks. What sort of numbers are we talking about?
maybe the Bitcoin will be 1 million. You can probably calculate $10 million of Bitcoin or something.
Wow, $10 million per Bitcoin or something. I mean, how's it going to fit and where's it going to go?
Big blocks, $100 million chunks on the blockchain.
All right, thanks for that. Thank you for that explanation, Michael. Let's have a look at these big blocks on the blockchain then coming through. So these are the megabyte blocks. We've got 32, 22, 53, 15, 16, 100, 105, 16, 24, 16, 79, 366, 48, 36, 9, 34, 5, 4, 8, 71, 51, 32, 89, 79, 469, 34. Absolutely amazing. And a Fisher Price cache, yep, still struggling to get all of their blocks over a kilobyte, let alone anywhere near a megabyte. And let's have a look at Bcrash. How many blocks do they have over a megabyte on their chain today? One. Nice one, Roger. And how many blocks over a megabyte on a Coolcoin today? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 out of 30. Good grief. But we know that Coolcoin BTC's ultimate goal is to try and destroy Bitcoin anyway, so wouldn't really expect not really going to be surprised by seeing fundamental numbers and figures going down like that, down the pan, should we say. So let's have a hash rate. Hash rate follows price, follows value, follows utility, follows creativity, initiative, and intelligence. If you are intelligent and you apply creativity and initiative, you can make something useful. When something is useful, it can then create value. When it creates value, it can then develop a price. When it develops a price, it can then be measured against the cost of other goods and services and used as a medium of exchange. Boom. Next. Proof of work by network. So Coolcoin, Bcrash, Fisher Price cash will fall into their own footprints because that's what Ponzi schemes do when they crash overnight. Bcrash Bitcoin Hash Rate, who cares? Bcrash Bitcoin Proof of Work, who cares? It is currently 3,318 times cheaper to transact on Bitcoin than it is Coolcoin, Shitcoin, or any of these other alternative protocols, shitcoins if you will, and it's currently 5.2% more profitable to mine on Bitcoin than it is Coolcoin. Wow, I wonder if that's due to the block fee being on top of the block reward. I bet it is. Amazing. Here we go. Daily average Bitcoin block size by network. Bitcoin absolutely smashing it. Transactions by network. Bitcoin smashing it. Transactions per block by network. Bitcoin smashing it. Fees USD. So this is the fees in the block. Yeah, it's because Coolcoin's got a higher price at the moment. Speculative price. There's no value in it whatsoever. Daily average Bitcoin fees by network Satoshis. Strange one there. Not really sure if that's correct. We'll have to monitor that. See what's going on. So this is a block fee to block reward ratio. Yeah, Bitcoin in the lead. Absolutely loving that. And look at this though. Daily accumulated Bitcoin blockchain growth by network. Absolutely huge. Let's find out how far in front, or see how far we are ahead in front. Look at this. 341 gigabytes in front. Wow. And let me see. How big is the Coolcoin chain at the moment? Probably like 360 something, so we're gaining on being double. Coolcoin 367 and we're 341 in front. Wow, oh my goodness me, literally 26 gigabytes behind. We'll get there. We'll get there in 3 days. We'll be there. Absolutely sensational stuff. Let's get into the politics then. So this is global hash rate 7 days. Yeah, global hash rate 24 hours. So Coolcoin's got 97% of the hash rate, so it's going to look similar to that. Yeah. Bcrash, again, these boys have got absolutely no excuse whatsoever. It's not like they're even being hoodwinked by the ticker symbol. Literally, this is a complete and utter joke shop. No value in this whatsoever, and they've got no excuse. So it's just a reflection of who they are, unfortunately. Shitcoiners. This is Bitcoin. Oh, look, great to see Matterpool on there. Via BTC, desperate to get some. But again, they're the only ones spoiling the party. I mean, look at this. Look at that. Pathetic. 350 kilobytes. 292 kilobytes. 188. 220. It's outrageous. They're the only ones spoiling the show. Shitting all over it. Basically is what they're doing. So I think they have nefarious intentions because I just don't see the point in what they're doing. Good to see Matterpool on there. Other mining pools still macking it hard, but You know, at least there's a diverse range of miners on the network. Fisher Price Cash, yeah, what an absolute joke that is. I think Hathor is a friend and not foe to genuine Bitcoin, which means it's foe to Fisher Price Cash. So this is hilarious. Oh dear. So the reason we don't want these, or the reason we're trying to push these shitcoin enterprises off the chain, is because the only thing they understand is dollar worshipping, which leads on to price manipulation, which we will look at now in the short positions. Here we go, rock and roll. Let's find out where these short positions are. Yeah, 90% short ratio on the genuine Bitcoin protocol. The most valuable commodity on earth, and they're shorting it by a 90% ratio. Clever. And cool coin, let's have a look at this. Here we go. Short ratio on this is, well, I say 4.7. It's going up a little bit, but just goes to show you how confused and ignorant people are of what the genuine protocol really is. I mean, it's kind of obvious that cool coin isn't Bitcoin because it's digital gold. Not many use it. Censorship is just a store of value. It's ridiculous when you think about it. I mean, you've got to be so stupid to actually believe the political narrative that they're spinning on it. Absolutely insane. And Bitcoin Blocks Live. Here we go. So for any newbies watching this, well, look at this. 32 transactions per second on at 28. 28, is that going to continue? 26, 25, 24, 23. Is it maintaining it? 23, 22, 21. Where's it going to go? Oh, yeah, 21, 22 transactions per second. Remember, Coolcoin BTC can only manage 7 if all the stars in the universe align. So for any newbies watching this, the vertical rectangular blocks moving across the top of the screen are the transactions being recognized by the nodes on the network. And they're recognized instantly the moment they're broadcast, because Bitcoin is an ultra small world mandala network shaped like this. It means as the size of the network increases, the density of the links goes to 0, making it ultra small world and highly sparse respectively. The network formulation can also lead to an improved topology against malicious attacks, so it's hard to take down. It is absolutely superb. So once the transactions are broadcast and recognized by more than 50% of the nodes on the network instantly, the transactions are then thrown into the memory pool, which is where they are competed for by miners and payment processors in order to create a block, put the transaction within a block, and then place the block on the blockchain, which is when they're rewarded with the Coinbase data, otherwise known as the block reward, otherwise known as freshly minted Bitcoin. And look at this. We can see this 873 megabyte block, and in the highlighted rectangular box below that we can see the hash of the block height, who it was mined by, size, the time, the date, the transaction count, and total fees. And it's these fees which will eventually surpass the block reward, which we will let Laura Shin and Dan Held explain right now. Take the floor, Laura Shin.
So, as you mentioned, at a certain point when the block reward stops, there will be a transition where miners will be compensated in transaction fees, not in the block reward. And the current amount that they earn is from fees is about 9% of the block reward. And so we'd have to see transaction fees 11x by roughly 2140, which is when the new Bitcoins will stop being minted. But I just wondered, if we don't see an increase in the amount of transactions that can happen at layer 1, because the number of layer 1 transactions is limited. And right now, I feel like a lot of the scaling is focusing on layer 2. Can transaction fees 11x in that time, or will that require people to pay a lot more per transaction?
Over the next couple halving cycles, we should see it start to predominantly be the value that is compensated to the miners in the block reward. If Bitcoin is the world reserve currency that doesn't have a strong security model, like there's not a lot of monetary compensation in the block reward due to transaction fees, well, then its long-term security will be weak. If it is the world reserve currency, there will be very, very many layer 1 transaction fees.
Okay, yeah. So it sounds like you think it is possible that the amount in transaction fees will maybe not be enough on layer 1 to replace the block reward when the time comes.
Absolutely, there won't be enough to replace the block reward when the time comes, because the block reward has been purposely restricted to 1, or the block size has been purposely restricted to 1 megabyte, which means it can only possibly do 4 to 7 transactions a second. It's absolutely hilarious. Do you honestly think that a network that could only handle 4 to 7 transactions per second was honestly meant to economically sustain all of this lot? This is the backbone to the world's new global financial system. It is absolutely phenomenal. Finally, we get to have a commodity money back and not a centrally controlled fiat currency that can just be inflated into infinity and gives the lords of the who control the money supply control over everyone else on the planet, so we have to end up doing their bidding. It's outrageous. Look at that. Look at that. Absolutely phenomenal. Come on, Bitcoin. Come on, Bitcoin. Love it. Love it. And let's have a look at BitInfo charts. Check it out. Where are we now? So Bitcoin now with 33.7% of the entire global transactions in comparison to all of these other shitcoin. The entire CMC coin crap market. Look at that. 33.7%. Makes a laughing stock of Ethereum and XRP, and it's literally just happened overnight. Absolutely sensational. So let's have a look at this on the charts. We go to transactions, check it out. Over 3 months. Look at that. That is Bitcoin. So we've got Bitcoin registering here 1.5 million transactions over a 24-hour period, in compared to Ethereum with just 1.1 or 1.19, so 1.2, and then XRP with just 1.06. Bitcoin absolutely smashing it, absolutely smashing it. Let's go back and have a quick look at some of these figures if we can. Can we go back? There we go. Look, Ethereum, XRP, Bitcoin. Look at that market capitalization. 389 billion, XRP 49 billion, and then Bitcoin just 3 billion. Crazy, but I mean, look at the transactions. Look, so Bitcoin has done a 1.4 million, and then Ethereum, according to here, has done a 1.2 million. So look at that. I mean, can you see the discrepancy? It's just absolutely huge, absolutely huge. Stay tuned. There is going to be fireworks very soon, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have a look at the scaling test network. Yep, still 4.4 gigabytes on the scaling test network, and transactions 17,000. But again, on the Terra node, we've seen 50,000 transactions demonstrated, and backstage 100,000 transactions demonstrated. You know, and it can run for an extended period of time as well. Absolutely phenomenal, which is what I'm very excited about the future. Very excited. Let's have a look at BSV data. So this is protocols. Where are we now? Meta ID now with over 6 gigabytes in a 24-hour period. Absolutely huge. Absolutely huge. Wow. And applications. We'll have a look at this just quickly. Here we go. Here we go. Right. Cryptofights. Where are we now? Cryptofights. Whoa. 1,002 megabytes. That can't be right. Surely 1,000 megabytes is a gigabyte. That can't be a gigabyte. That's got to be wrong. Surely. I mean, I'm amazed if it is. Can you imagine Cryptofights producing a gigabyte of data? Whoa, maybe it is. Maybe it is. I mean, they were producing 400 and 800. I think that's a gigabyte. Oh my god! I think they might have done it. Let's have a look. So that's a mining fee, transactions data size. Let's have a quick look. Oh my god! Cryptofights 3.3 gigabytes. Oh my goodness! I think they might have actually produced. Look at that! Cryptofights, 2 gigabytes. I think they've actually produced. Oh my god! I think they've actually produced a gigabyte of data in 24 hours. Oh, that is huge. That is absolutely massive. Absolutely massive. Well, I say massive. Obviously, I mean this is nothing compared to what's coming in the future. But compared to all the shitcoin enterprises, I mean, absolutely huge. This is phenomenal. This is phenomenal. Oh, that's why I love doing this show. I'm telling you, it's all in the figures. It's all in the figures. Wow. Wow. Loving that. All right, trends.cash made my day. Abs ranking by performed actions, you've got Run Protocol, and then Cryptofights. Yeah, look at that, absolutely huge. So between them, they've got a 96, 97, or 96 and a half of the overall performed actions. Wow, on the entire network. And then Abs ranking by money spent, TDXP still absolutely raking in. I mean, this is phenomenal. Remember, TDXP app does not dump the asset, so it doesn't devalue it. So like I said, all dirty traders can be unsullied on TDXP app. So in a way, TDXP app is actually protecting the value of Bitcoin. And then we got Run Protocol and Cryptofights increasing the utility, which is increasing the value. Absolutely sensational stuff. I love it. I love it. Crypto Quant, yeah, so the exchanges were cashing out of their reserves all last year, and that was counteracted by huge amounts of tether printing, which caused a massive spike in the price in this huge bubble. And again, that is exactly what we're witnessing here. Exchanges dumping because they know it's worth absolutely nothing. Let's have a look at what's on chain. Good question. What is on chain? Estimated next block size 4.8 megabytes. Current memory pool usage 12 megabytes. Let's have a look at transactions 24 hours. Here we go. Yeah, so 1.5 million transactions in 24 hours. Beautiful, beautiful. Joho's memory pool. So this must be the 873 megabyte block that we saw on Bitcoin Blocks Live. Look at that. This is what a memory pool is meant to look like. Data comes in, then it gets cleared. Data comes in, then it gets cleared. What a memory pool is not meant to look like is Coolcoin BTC that's been purposely... Look at that. Absolutely all over the shop. Purposely restricted, and they've had a replace by fee implemented, child pays for parent, Lightning Network, and honestly, absolute shambles, which is why we get all these spikes everywhere, because nobody knows when their transaction is going to be received. Absolutely crazy. So we can see, well, it's not crazy when you realise that their intentions are nefarious on purpose. Let's have a look at TX Street. We can see the mess that it's made, but while we're having a look at this, we'll have a quick chat with Anna back to find out his expectations of a payment network.
Fee estimation in some cases is quite bad. If you're paying a friend, you can probably afford to wait 4 hours and not pay a priority fee.
Oh, shut up. I'm not waiting 4 hours just to not pay a priority fee when I'm using a peer-to-peer electronic cash system, you fool. Medium fee 39 cents. Yeah, add that to every high frequency trade. Good luck with that. See how long your company lasts. And Ethereum $6.69. Absolutely crazy. How do you respond to that, Vitalik?
The internet of money should not cost 5 cents a transaction. It's kind of absurd.
Is it really? So what do you call $6.69 then, you fool? And let's have a look at the issues with our own situation with excessive amounts of money printing. So what do we know about excessive money printing?
Statistical analysis has found that every time an empire begins to near its own demise, you'll find that its currency will be debased.
And that is exactly what we're witnessing here. So you can see that previously, all to from 1996 to 2010, it looked like it went from 0 to 2 trillion, but from 2010 to 2020, it went from 2 trillion to 4 trillion in just 10 years, and now it's gone from 4 trillion to 16 trillion in a couple of months. Literally, there is no justification for this level of money printing in this amount of time. Unless you're paying a group of people to turn the other way while you literally exterminate the rest of the population. And if you're wondering why they're going around trying to jab us all, that's the reason. Right there. You think I'm joking? Knowing that Bitcoin is the only thing that can save us, how are we feeling about it today? CoinGecko, feeling good? 69%? What? Oh dear, oh dear. You should be feeling good all the time about BSV with the, it's not all about dollar worshipping, but we're looking at $164. Let's have a look at Bitping. Here we go. Check it out. Oh, money flow per hour. 1 cent per hour. What's going on? Countries 49. But remember, Bitcoin is the only network that can monitor all these other networks because it's the only network that is up 24/7 that can't be taken down. And all of these other networks will soon be running on the Bitcoin network. They just don't know it yet. It's absolutely amazing when you think about it. Oh, excuse me. Let's have a look at the morning run. So it's 8,955 24-hour trade volume. Stay away from this, people. Move fast and break stuff does not mean breaking the law, of which all these shitcoin offerings are doing. Look at that. It's an absolute disgrace. An absolute disgrace. The only genuine digital commodity is Bitcoin, which is BSV, and it looks like we've had 1.5 million purchases. Wow. Yeah, 1.5 million in the last 24 hours. That's going up. Very good, very good. Let's have a look at the depth charts. So we're currently looking at a price of 163 and Preve reporting 164 in the top left of the screen frame. Price chart, yeah, upsy downsies, looking strong though, looking strong. And we've got 5.3 million asks versus 4.1 million bids. Again, expecting those numbers to increase significantly very soon. And let's have a look at Bitcoin versus USD. Oh, whoa, just trending down a little bit. So I think this is what are we now? So this says, so this is probably over 2 days. So 2 days is what we're looking at there. Trending down a little bit. All right, let's have a look at Coolcoin versus USD. Oh, struggling. All right, and let's have a look at Coolcoin versus Bitcoin, shall we? Oh, look at that. So this is actually a genuine Bitcoin. So just trending down a little bit in comparison to Coolcoin, but you're hanging in there. I mean, look, this is looking like a battle royale. A battle royale. The powers that be are doing all they can to keep to suppress the price of genuine Bitcoin. Thing is, though, it can't last and they can't do it forever. You know, so gonna be interesting. Just keep your eyes peeled. And let's have a look at the entire CMC. Here we go. So yeah, Coolcoin down 1.2% over 24 hours. Where is Bitcoin? What number are we at now? How crazy! 45. Look at that, and like Fisher Price cash above genuine Bitcoin. I mean, this goes to show you how utterly ridiculous and how highly manipulated the market is. Honestly, absolutely insane. But, you know, I mean, knowing that none of these bits of data have any fundamental value whatsoever, the question remains, you know, what makes BTC valuable? And we'll have a listen to Daniel Krowitz putting that question to Tony Vase right now.
Why do you think BTC is valuable?
It's valuable because it's the only unconfiscatable asset we have, and that is because that comes from its decentralization. I think Bitcoin is the only valuable crypto asset we have because of the nature of how it started in its first few years.
And when you say Bitcoin, you mean BTC, right?
Absolutely.
But are you aware that in 2017 they changed the rules so that BTC no longer follows the Bitcoin white paper?
That is not true at all.
The white paper says that there needs to be a chain of signatures.
Sure.
Okay, so that's not what we have anymore. That's how SegWit changed that.
Okay, but it's still Bitcoin.
See the type of people we're dealing with? Absolute imbeciles. And that's been complimentary. And let's have a look at YouTube. My statistics right now, 344. Bring it on, come on. So let's have a 644. Let's have a look at Bitcoin SV channel. Let's see where we are. How many followers or subscribers did they have? Bring it on. Here we go. Bitcoin SV channel. Where are we now? 553. Oh, so we're just behind, just around, you know, 300 odd, 310 around that, you know. Like and subscribe, people. Got to keep the show on the road. And let's have a look at Streamanity. 306 followers, excellent. Didn't produce a video yesterday, sorry about that. I was absolutely knackered, but I've been sorting my life out today. There will be a show later on, and lots of news to catch up on. Yes, indeed. And Twitch, let's have a look at this. So made $135 so far. 426 followers, got another one, thank you very much. There'll be a DM from me later on. And let's have a look at Acorn Stacks. Here we go, 11374. 34. How many new signups over the last 15 hours? 35. Very good. Excellent. You know, slowly catchy monkey. Let's have a look at Ruth Eastman's Mama Bitcoin's tweet. How are we doing today? 1,098. Good. That should be thousands by now. 1,099. I normally top that up to like 1,100. You know, absolutely outrageous. This is why we need the Bitcoin network. And Satoshi, 80,000 followers. Good. You can't keep a good man down. Let's have a look at stablecoin printer, even though their reporting has not been very stable recently. August 24th, yep, saw that one already. Let's have a quick look at whale alerts. See what is going on over 24 hours. There we go, starting here, 11 minutes, 14 minutes, 29 minutes, 35, 40, 1 hour, 2 hours, 2 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours. Storming through there today. Can't see 14 hours, 17 hours, 20, 22, and we're there. That's it. So some large movements. I mean, look at that. XRP, $108 million. Actually, that's kind of small, really, when you're dealing with Bitcoin. Normally, we're looking at like billions and stuff. You know, Tether just printing $1 billion at the touch of a button. Absolutely insane. So tell you what we'll do. We'll have a quick look at whale. Mr. Crypto Whale, because he posted an interesting post regarding the memory pool of Corecoin just recently, showing that not many people are using it at all. So have a little look. There we go. Let's have a look at this. Right. Data shows there is virtually no demand for a Corecoin right now. The BTC mem rule has been flatlining for weeks, which is even worrying for some bulls. We're in for another big crash, yet most are too greedy to admit it. Look at that. That's the flatlining there. Look at that. That's literally, look at the flatlining. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness me. Wow. Well, there we go. Looks like we're up to date with the show. Peeps, shout out to Arcade Rob and Keith Fellows. Thank you for joining me. Hope you enjoyed the show. Catch you guys later. Get paid for posting your pics on Relica. Download the app now at www.getrelica.com. Get your tweet etched on Twitch, forever on the Bitcoin blockchain. Do it today at www.jointwitch.com. BuyBSV.live. The best place to buy Bitcoin SV online. Support independent content creators on micropayment platforms such as Streamanity, Twitch and Relica. We should profit from our data, not the large corporations who track, monitor and sell it. If you enjoy the Bitcoin content that I produce, please support me by heading over to www.satoshi.tv, where you can keep up to date with all the latest news, gossip and content as it's created. Thanks very much. To get started in Bitcoin, go to freebsv.com, where you can claim your free Bitcoin. Then head over to Twitter and follow @IamSatoshi, where you can take part in his very generous and world famous free giveaways. The future of advertising meets the power of Bitcoin at Tonic Pow. Get paid for posting advertising campaigns to your social media profiles. Go to www.tonicpowads.com.